8 years ago, Iman Gadzhi dropped out of high school to go all in on his marketing agency, and like most people, it wasn't an overnight success. But fast forward to today, he's made tens of millions of dollars online and runs a multi-8-figure business. So what took him from the high school dropout he was to an 8-figure business owner? Well, a big part of it was his YouTube channel, which is currently sitting at 5.8 million subscribers. But the thing is, a lot has changed since he first got started. And the YouTube strategies he's using now to grow his business are completely different than what they were 6 to 7 years ago. So we're gonna dive into his entire YouTube funnel to see what he's using to make millions of dollars from the platform in 2025. And honestly, it's pretty straightforward. He captures attention, he nurtures that attention, and then he converts it. But the part that's interesting is instead of doing all this on one channel, he splits it across 3. This way he can reach the right audience with the right message without hurting the performance on his main channel. So you can see right here, he has a vlog channel. He has what we'll call his main channel with the 5.7 million subscribers. And then he has what we'll call his business channel. So when you look at the vlog channel, it's going to be mainly people interested in making money online or lifestyle sort of content. It's going to be basically the widest audience he can reach because it's people who are just like interested in the lifestyle or also people who want to make money. And when you look at this from a broad point of view, there's a lot of people in the world who want to make money and they want to live a lavish lifestyle. Now, the goal with this channel is to attract new viewers to the brand and basically to show proof that he's living the life that other people want. And naturally, that's going to attract a lot of people who are not qualified for a $1,000, $2,000, $3,000 service, but they might buy into some of his like brands and stuff. And the type of things he posts on here is going to be like my $3.2 million car collection. I spent XYZ on cars in 24 hours, day in the life of future billionaire, and the 5 stages of awareness. Like basically these people are not even on the scale. Like this is not an accident. Like some people are just not even interested in business content at all. Some people are just don't really know who Iman is. They might be a little bit familiar with the business space, but still they're not really educated on any topics. And he uses this channel to mainly drive traffic to his other channel. So he gets those people, slowly brings them over to the other channel with captions that either have his actual channel in the description, or sometimes he throws in the actual offer that he's currently running into those descriptions. Because someone like me, like I might watch some of these as like an agency owner, like I might find a little bit of interest and maybe it's just a place where I come to opt in because I already know Iman, but the odds that he's converting, new people from his audience into this is going to be pretty unlikely. So most of the time he runs something like this, which actually directs us over to the main channel. And the main channel is going to be the one with 5.7 million subscribers and kind of what he built his business off of. And this is going to be targeting people who want to make money online, mainly like beginners, beginning agency owners, beginning coaches, like people who are not super advanced along their entrepreneurial journey. And he's going to be targeting a wider audience with entertainment and a little bit of education. And when I say a little bit of education, it's a lot of education, but it's not as high level as his business channel, which we'll get into in a second. And the goal here is to actually get qualified attention for this lower ticket offer. So what that means is he's actually attracting people who would potentially buy like a $1,000, $2,000 service, but nothing super high priced because they're still beginners. They are trying to make money online, or they're starting an agency or something along those lines. And you can see the audience like this, they're going to be a little bit smaller because they want to make their first, say, $1,000 to $10,000 a month with digital products or any like service-based business. Whereas before we had people who want to make money and they want to live like a lavish lifestyle. Like this circle is going to be significantly smaller. However, it's going to attract more people who have money or at least are willing to spend it. And then when we come down to the actual channel and the videos he's posted, so he's posting some stuff like self-improvement or entertainment content, making money online, and then actual like how-to step-by-step guides that you could follow to do the exact thing that he's like kind of showing that he has done. But the make money online stuff is going to be like, laziest way to make money online. So this is going to reach kind of a wider audience, and the self-improvement stuff is going to reach the widest audience. So if you look at this in an actual funnel point of view, you have this stuff serving as the top of funnel within his main channel, this stuff serving as the middle of funnel within the main channel, and this stuff serving as the bottom of funnel. So the idea is to get people in through here, move them down to the middle of funnel, and then move down to the bottom of funnel. And you can see these stages of awareness. All this is going to be is essentially the more technical version of moving them through the funnel. So you have somebody unaware who's not really aware of any problem that they need to solve. Problem where people who know they have a problem, they don't know whose solution or if there's any solution out there to fix it. And they kind of are going to resonate or watch some of these videos. So because it's going to be mainly like they know they're poor, like they might know they might not have money, but they don't necessarily know like what the fix is or what the business model is to fix that. And that's when you get down to this next stage of awareness, because these people start to, watch those videos and they're like, okay, I'm missing those 7 things. And now they're going to start to be interested in more of this stuff because maybe they're a little bit more problem aware, a little more solution aware, where they know there's solutions to the problems that they have or like the feelings that they're feeling. And that's when they're going to see like, oh, all right, so now I need to find the laziest way to make money online. So they're going to be a little bit more interested and a little bit more driven by action. And once they watch some of those videos, they're going to be nurtured and educated on, the next step of the funnel, which is they're going to be a little bit more product aware or a little bit, which we'll call most aware, which basically just means they think that Iman is the guy and they're ready to buy from him pretty much. They might just need a little bit more time, and that's why he's going to walk them through specifically how to do XYZ. So once you're pretty much warmed up by him on these kind of videos, like once you see how to make $350 a day with WAP, that's going to be something that's super actionable, because before we had like, hey, here are the laziest ways to make money. Okay, here's like the laziest way. I don't know if this is a lazy way specifically, but it's like, here's that one specific way and here's exactly how to do it, a 20-minute full guide. And that's going to be the stuff that actually builds trust and gets these people who are solution, product, and most aware to actually book on the calendar, which brings us to the next step of the funnel. So what he does is right now he's launching a challenge offer, and that's going to be, 3 days to copy my system and launch your first digital product. So as of right now, he's running a digital product offer. If you don't know Iman Gadzhi, this guy is spinning up new offers all the time, but as of right now, it's a challenge offer for this digital product stuff. And it's a pretty basic funnel that he runs you through, basic like surveys, registrations, type forms to make sure you're like of age, and you kind of know before they even get you into the WhatsApp group. And this stuff isn't going to be super high ticket, like I'm saying, like $1,000, $2,000, maybe $3,000. And then this is where his next part of the funnel comes in place. So now if you're a business owner who wants to book calls from YouTube, you could schedule a call using the first link below. We ideate, script, and edit all of our clients' videos so they can book calls from the platform without spending too much time doing it. And we even guarantee you 10 to 20 calls per month. So if that's something that interests you, book a call below and I'll see you there. And that brings us to the business channel. So he's selling higher ticket stuff here. So say like 5-figure range offers, and he's targeting people who are already making say $40,000 to $200,000 and they want to scale to $1 million a month. Specifically, his offer is like $10 million per year. But as you can tell, the content is going to be targeted to a smaller audience. And in the circle, you can see that it's even smaller than the other two, significantly smaller than the first, because these people are going to be people who are already running like significant size businesses. We're not going to say they're big businesses, but they're still like small businesses, but in the online space, it's bigger than the people doing like 10K ones. So they have solidified success, they have product market fit, and they clearly know what they're doing. They just need to kind of unlock that next level of scale. They have cash to invest into it, which is why Iman sells a higher ticket offer here. And as you can kind of see, before we dive into this, is like the vlog is kind of the funnel in itself. So you have the vlog that funnels to the main channel, funnels to the business channel, and within the main channel, you have the funnel within the main channel. So you have a funnel within here, and you can see it's a really complex system as you start to dive into it. The unscripted one, the vlog one, isn't as much of a funnel, but even this business channel is going to have some funnel-like properties to it. And as we dive into it, you could see there's stuff like this, where it's like YouTube is now on easy mode for info business owners. So in this scenario, it's still going to be very top of funnel, kind of similar like it was to that main channel, but just with a much smaller audience. So in this example, if he said something like business is now on easy mode for beginners, like that would reach beginners wanting to make money as a business owner, like starting their first business. But in this case, he says YouTube is now on easy mode for info business owners. And this is like a big shift. People just don't really realize. So what you need to understand is he's talking to only info business owners, and specifically people who kind of know that YouTube is a way to generate leads for their business. So not a lot of people are going to be interested in this stuff. And as you can see, it only has 19,000 views, which for him isn't anything crazy. He's used to getting millions and millions, and he probably can get that much if he wants to. But in this case, he's speaking to one specific audience. So when you really think about it, when YouTube is pushing this traffic to people who are interested in this type of content and they go and click on it, say half of these followers might be actually interested in what he has. Whereas if you're posting something to a wider audience and you're getting 1 million views, like I guarantee a much smaller percent of that audience is actually going to be interested. And for this specific topic, like I said, it's still going to be a wider angle where you're reaching to that unaware and problem aware prospect where they might not know exactly what their problem is. But when you see something like this, it's like YouTube is now on easy mode for info business owners. Like if I'm an info business owner, I might be interested in that topic just because it's like, oh, like why is it on easy, or like what does that even mean? Another good example is like your favorite gurus are broke, let me explain. And then he goes into talk about like what he actually means and like how gurus end up broke. And he says like stop flexing revenue, it's meaningless. So he's probably talking about like profit, ROI, stuff like that. Why billionaires hate info and coaching. So he's just like getting people aware to what like the info coaching model is, what the issues are that they might be dealing with. And then he kind of gets them to that next stage of the funnel where it's like that solution aware, that product aware, and that most aware prospect. And this is going to be specific how-to videos. And as you can see, there's not really as deep as a funnel as this one because it's a little bit more straight to the point. So how I scaled digital launchpad to over 474K MRR in 50 days, copy my flywheel content system that generated me $100 million, how I built a $100 million personal brand. Like these are very authority driven pieces of content, meaning he is showing exactly how he did it, peeling back the curtains on everything, and knowing that 20,000 people who watch this, he might be able to get a couple hundred buyers in this scenario because people are going to be extremely interested in what he's posting because they're already familiar after watching this type of content with their problems. And he's going to say, hey, use this exact system that I personally personally use to fix that exact problem that you're currently dealing with. And that's really what he's selling in the beginning with. He's showing them how to do it and then selling the implementation, because not everybody's going to be able to watch this video and just do it perfectly. And that's exactly where these videos come into play. They're extremely powerful in converting the audience because they're on that second side of like the awareness funnel, we'll call it. And he's pretty much converting as many people over the line with these types of videos because he's showing social proof. He's pretty much talking about how he's done XYZ throughout the whole video. He's showing them exactly how to do it themselves. But at the end of the day, they're still going to be a little bit lost. Like nobody's going to be able to watch an 18-minute video and generate $100 million themselves. Like they're going to have to pay him to really get access to that information if they want to kind of speed up the process, which brings us to the offer that he's actually selling. So that's going to be right here, which is going to be the consulting.com as of right now. Like I said, like this guy's always kind of switching offers on whatever channel he's hosting about. But yeah, this is going to be a consulting business where he can sling, multi 5-figure deals. So even a video with say like 10,000 views can print 6 figures easily. So that's what makes this funnel so powerful, because he's capturing people on the lower ticket end where he's building his brand, still making money from it. And then he's selling this higher ticket service where he's posting more niche authority content and he's actually leveraging like the results that he has. And then he's selling like higher ticket items. And the funnel is pretty simple. It's going to be like a done with you or done for you program, like kind of like a half and half. You get access to like the social media systems that he's used, basically how he scaled his business to $10 million per year. Then when it comes to getting people on the call, he has a basic like fill out form type. It's not a type form, but it's like a Calendly form. And then you go to like your success page, and then he actually hits you with a pre-call VSL where he's actually telling people that they disqualify about 80% of the people who apply for the call, which is going to create a little bit of like scarcity if people are getting on the call. They're like, oh, like, wow, like I got picked to go on this call basically. And then he actually goes through like the VSL and how he gets client results to warm them up before the call so they turn into a higher close. And these people are already extremely warm because say they came in from the vlog. This is obviously best case scenario, might take years to happen, but they come in from the vlog, they end up going to the main channel. Maybe they buy something here. They end up growing a business to 40K, 50K a month. They end up on the business channel and they opt into that. Like that's just going to be an easy sell for them. And even if they're just coming in from the business channel to begin with, like they're going to be extremely warmed up and basically ready to buy because they're watching hours of his content, seeing that he's an authority in his space. They've probably already tried to implement some of the stuff themselves and probably failed. And that's exactly why this makes this pretty much a no-brainer. And that's exactly how he gets people to buy in 2025 and how he's making tens of millions of dollars from YouTube with a 3-step funnel. However, most people can't use the same exact strategy because they don't have a similar sized audience. So if you want to see how to make money as a business owner on YouTube without a huge following, watch this video and I'll see you over there.